Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Sunday, October the 21st, the year 2018. I guess I time traveled last video and I said 2017 by mistake. Let's talk trading, weekly open and gap. Remember, before we talk trading, we talk money and risk management. Now we've got, a couple weeks left this month. If you haven't been doing it right, now's the time. Oh, let's just go right to the weekly gap chart. And as you can see, we've had a lot of gaps filled, but we still have a few open. 1, 2, 3, 4 open gaps. So there's money to be made out there trading the gaps. You can see the weekly on the euro yen. We've got these huge wicks. I mean, this weekly candle is just like, it's almost a doji. I mean, we're only talking what, 12 pips between the open and the close. That's so out of all that range, only got 12 pips a candle body. So really won't be trading too much weekly wick zones unless we get a breakout one way or the other. When we look back here at the month, you can see we're now 124 pips off that low. So anybody doing a rat zone off of that low, if you held that trade, it's definitely been paying off. On the daily, you can see it tried to break out, but it came back down. So we broke out of the upper wick zone of the daily candle, and you can see here there was a nice breakout. So you might look for the upper, considering this could almost be a turn trade. You look here where we're at. Okay, now I'm back. And as you can see here, we had exited that upper daily wick zone. Nice profit. Now we're back in there. It could retrace or it could bust out. So wick zone trades are still in effect. And the range here, we've only got 1 over 100. We're only about what? 6, 7 hours into the trading day. And we've got the pound Australian dollar running. And the pound New Zealand, the new beast, is right there at 99. So they're already on the move. Anybody out there trading the new beast, pound New Zealand? I'd be interested how that's trading. And you can see here we've got the buy zone. We had the pivot below the short zone. So anybody fading a pivot right there, you see it covered that pivot. That's the future pivot point. This was a pivot. You can see it took out that pivot. Rat zone, we've got 47 pips. There's small separation. Not much doing now. Still opportunity, but I usually like to see that around 50, 60 before I go gong-ho with the rat trades. But there's still, everything is still in play. Once again, we took out that pivot right there. Now let's take a look here. Okay, where is the weekly pivot? We got so many things on top of each other. There's weekly R1. So weekly pivot, we've already hit the weekly pivot too. So we've got the R1 up around 130.42 and S1 is at 128.45. I'm trying to, we got the monthly pivot here. I believe we've already hit the monthly pivot. And you can see here, still only 2 missed pivots here and here. We took out this missed pivot a couple of days ago. Oh, and the price action. Once again, one ball at the bottom, green at the line. A lot of buying going on here. Another 500 plus buying. And you can see here, red at the line and green at the line, both profitable trades. We're in the upper daily wick zone. Look for it to break out either to the upside or the downside. So 67 is your long trigger, 51 your short. Holo set up. You can see here we went down, and just a couple of hours ago there was a holo trigger at 33. We're at 55. It's 22 pips anybody trading a holo. Inventory reduction bars. There was a short trigger here. We got a long trigger right here, and that's a Larry live trade. There's another long trigger up there. Larry live trade right now, long trigger. And once again, horizontal lines, previous daily, weekly, monthly, open, high, low. And you can see here, once weekly open cross trades right there were profitable. And actually, this is the previous weeks. So this is actually the wick zone trade here. There's the high, there's the open. Weekly wick zone. Remember, it was a weekly is almost a doji. Looking at the tick chart, you can see we had a nice little move to the upside here, showing the buying, and the buying is just continuing. Look at this buying. Taking a peek here, you see Einstein line. There was a short trigger there, then a long. Good for a handful of pips. It came right back down, up again. So trading the Einstein line, a lot of times, remember, this is just when you open the chart. You just plots a horizontal line. That's what price was when I opened the chart. We got 2.5 pips above, 2.5 pips below, 5 pip range. Price isn't going to stay inside that range. It has to leave. It just has to leave. And that's what makes it profitable. You just don't know which way it's going till it gets there. So here it's going up, down here it's going down, but it can reverse. And sometimes you scratch a trade, or maybe if you hold on too long, you might even have to hit your stop loss and reverse. But that's it for the weekly open and gap trades. I hope everybody has a profitable week this week. I can't believe this, 752. I think this is setting a record here for on-screen buying. Almost want to just sit around here and see how long it goes. That's just a whole lot of buying. Oh, and there was something I wanted to show. I think I had switched over. Was it on the dollar yen chart? There was something I wanted to show. Let's see. I think these are like previous dots showing the high and low from the previous day. And you can see here how price, it poked through the previous day's high, came back, poked through the previous day's low, came back. You can see this is happening. I guess I only have set for 5 days, but you can see that's happening. Something just to be aware of. You might be able to use that in your trades. We'll get the euro yen. You see here, it poked down, it came back, it poked through. So once again, just trading off the highs and lows. This is the previous breakout right here. So you just want to see what happens when it breaks out. Okay, so we had a pause at 812. Remember that, 812. That's the new record online, Larry live trading. Okay, fellow traders, that's it for the weekly opening gap. See you tomorrow in what? YouTube land. Is that what we call it now? But remember, this week, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. The Rumpled One says, go out there and drain the banks.